has got to be the best one in the game. But you have to do it at the right time and in the right situation.
We're now here with Kano, a.k.a. Uncle Kano, who's dropping all the 2K knowledge in his content. Welcome to 2K TV.
It's exciting to be here, man. I appreciate the opportunity, definitely.
Absolutely. So let's talk about your content. You have these amazing tutorials that you put together. Where did you get started with 2K?
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone, to Noche Enabia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barrett. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here are the five for the Raptors. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Dick, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for the Magic, underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. The guard pair, it's Suggs and Harris. And it's Howard in at the small forward. Entering the home stretch of the season, GA, how excited are you for the play-in tournament?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, Kevin. You can go from a 10th seed to making the playoffs. It makes this part of the year that much more entertaining.
Now, here's quickly. Dick finds Barnes. And he could not hit that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Paolo Banchero.
A little bit of length and a little bit of strength. That pays off for Scotty Barnes.
We love young Scotty Barnes. He can shoot, he can defend, and he can really pass. Brent, he seems like the ideal wing.
Well, there's a lot of things there, Kevin, that are very good. You don't become an all-star at that position without those kind of abilities. But the responsibility of playing winning basketball consistently, let's see how that plays out for Scotty moving forward.
Here's quickly. And it's Suggs with the rebound. And it's Orlando's ball. Dick with the steal. Barrett with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. Here's Vucevic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And Vooch knows he can hit it off the pass. I love his confidence and quick trigger.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Quickly. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
6 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Puts up a deep three. And Vucevic pulls it down.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Earlier in his career, Vucevic didn't take any threes. Now they've become one of his staples in terms of his offensive game.
Now, here's Suggs. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Scotty Barnes picks one up. Orlando shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games. And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
And he can't hit the second. Toronto with the ball. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Barnes. 7 points for Vucevic.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Now here is Carter. He's coming off a 16-point game against Toronto.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
Harris with it. Dick defending, and the basket by Harris.
Yeah, you're going to have to guard Gary Harris from the mid-range there.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with Orlando's head coach, so we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. Coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling the guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here is Harris. Following the miss by Scotty Barnes. Howard, good.
He's continuing to develop an overall game that was evident coming into the league. Gary Harris getting better at spotting the open man.
Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. This is very solid offense.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Magic trail by 8. On the wing, Harris. And the layup is good.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
A 3 from Quickly, and again Toronto with the triple.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Suggs looking around. Carter with it, picked up by Barrett. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Great look, but off the mark. Now the pass to Vucevic. A 3 from Quickly. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Harris passes to Carter. Great D that time from Vucevic.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Suggs, following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Carter, and Carter with his second chance point.
How about the effort by Carter? Always lurking there on the offensive glass.
Took him no time at all on that one. Fitness got his second bucket of the game to go.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Suggs. It's rebounded by Quickly.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
That's a 2 from Barnes, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Barnes has got 8 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Out to the wing. Howard, the pass to Carter. Toronto grabs the miss. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
And Barnes sends it back.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Here's Van Gillen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Vucevic. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging about 18 points per, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Mo Wagner's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Howard. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Gary Harris. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
The tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game. That sticks with you a little bit.
And Orlando making a change here. Black's checked in. Hardaway kicks to Anthony. Passes it to Black. And Barnes sends it back.
There's the length. Tough to get over Scotty Barnes.
Quickly, that's for 2. Up again, and it's Barnes on the follow. Barnes has got 10.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
The Magic trail by 11. Puts it up from 15. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Raptors leading by 9. Robinson left side. And here's quickly for 3. Black grabs the board.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
It was good to see Hardaway not sitting back and attacking the rim.
Robinson passes to Quickly. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, we can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so here's Toronto, following the three-pointer by Orlando. Quickly kicks to Robinson. And that time, also a missed shot.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play. That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now, here's Quickly. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing.
Every now and then, Quickly can feel out that mid-range and attack that area.
Here's Hardaway. 4-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Boucher is checked in for Toronto. Payne comes in for Quickly.
Chris Boucher. Cameron Payne.
Here's Black, guarded by Robinson. It's blocked. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Boucher, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one drops.
2 shots.
And so Boucher nails both of them. The Magic trail by 6. Hardaway passes to Isaac. 1:39 left to play in the first quarter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I like seeing this aggressiveness from Isaac, utilizing his amazing length to his advantage to get to the line.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Isaac.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Payne's shot is good.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Anthony taking his time here. Pass to Hardaway. Offensive rebound. And it's Wagner missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Robinson up top. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Nice shot by Pirtle.
Man, Pirtle's reach sure comes in handy on the glass. He gets to that ball and attacks right away.
Anthony with it. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22.
Raptors foul.
The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
5th team foul. At the line for the Magic.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
And you gotta love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
Walter, he's checked in for Pirtle. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Rebounded by Isaac. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Orlando. They trail by 6. On the wing, Hardaway. The Magic again can't hit.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Bucket is good. And the Raptors lead by 8.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
With 1 on the clock. No good on the shot. And so is Toronto holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Falanos. And, guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
The Magic trail by 8. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Black is out there with Anthony, and it's Howard in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now here's Anthony. Banchero outside. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Here's Anthony. Carter outside. Black in the post. He kicks it to Banchero. Shoots over Walter. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Wide open look. Pass to Walter. Second chance shot. He squares up and sinks it.
Walter.
Walter's got his second bucket tonight.
Nice piece of work there. Give yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Anthony finds Carter. They double him with Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Anthony. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Payne passes to Barrett. Puts up a 3. Drops in the tray. Barrett's got his third bucket of the night.
And that's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Black. Walter pulls it in. Toronto leading by 9. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And Barrett slams it in.
Barrett's instincts on the move and on the fast break are something that this offense will benefit from.
Magic have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Anthony kicks to Howard. He feeds it to Banchero. And Boucher sends it back. Pass to Walter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the off-season in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Now, here's Howard. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto. Howard against Vucevic. Payne. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Payne's got his second basket of the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And it's the Magic with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. And here's Banchero. He has 6. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Payne kicks to Barrett. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Orlando Magic. It's a 13-point game. They get it again. And it's Banchero missing. The Raptors have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Fires from the wing. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taking 16 to 30 are on real contender teams making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. That's good from Payne.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
The Magic making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. Raptors also changing it up. Hurdle comes in for Vucevic. And Dick subbed in for Walter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on R.J. Barrett. For Orlando, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. The first one falls. Daniel quickly, he's checked in for Payne. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
Here's Suggs after Toronto at the three-point. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. Kicks to Barrett. To the paint. Here's Barnes. And that one drops for him. Barnes has got 12.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Carter at the elbow. And the pass to Howard. That drive by Carter. And Pirtle sends it back. Pulls up from the corner. Again, Toronto.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
The Magic trail by 18. Passes it to Suggs. To end the run. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Dick passes to Barrett. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Suggs dishes to Banchero. Howard wide open. A second chance effort. And it's Carter missing. Raptors leading by 20. Pass to Quickly. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Fade away. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul. Apache's checked in for Wendell Carter. And the Raptors also making a change. Apache's checked in. Toronto with the ball. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. It's good. Pirtle's got his second bucket.
I don't know how you say this in Austrian, but that's bully ball. Jakob Pirtle.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Isaac's checked in for Orlando. The Magic shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Suggs passes to Howard. They need this. Toronto grabs the miss.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on him.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul. And Orlando making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. And the Raptors also making a change. Robinson's checked in for Barrett. Now, here's Wagner. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds. Guys, can't forget about the fundamentals.
Harris with it. Dick defending. Back to Wagner. Clock at 4. Good on the shot.
Pretty good instincts right there from Harris. He sees the defense moving, and then he just spotted the open guy.
Into the lane. Here's Quickly. It's hauled in by the Magic. Wagner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now, here's Suggs. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And, guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one, seriously put on a passing clinic.
Here's Quickly. True on the 14-footer. Quickly's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Isaac. Back to Suggs. Lobbed up there for Isaac. Wagner trying to get open. Tips it. Robinson pulls it in. Raptors leading by 23. There's the pass to Abaji. Now Pirtle. And stolen by Wagner. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist from Wagner. Hardaway has got 6.
Pretty nice work there in the open floor. Hardaway Jr. good at running to the right spot on the court and being ready.
And here's quickly for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Harris inside the line. He kicks to Hardaway. Over quickly, and Hardaway gets it to go. He's got 8.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
To the left side wing. Abaji, the pass to Dick. And here is Quickly. He's covered by Suggs. And it's Quickly missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And they get it back.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more. And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Well, Orlando shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Here's Suggs. And Pirtle sends it back.
Now, Pirtle's got a high defensive IQ, great awareness, which is why he's able to block and alter so many shots. He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
Another good play. This is how they built the league, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And stolen by Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
And Gary Harris really putting his vertical leap on full display with that throwdown.
Raptors.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
Which section can be the loudest for a free t-shirt?
Orlando making some changes. Black comes in for Harris. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. And then for Toronto, Vucevic checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Chris Boucher comes in for Dick. And it's Payne in for Quickly. Now here is Robinson. And again, Toronto no up. Outside Hardaway. Wagner with it. Working on Payne. Out to Hardaway. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Vucevic trying to get open. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. Here's Hardaway. 8 points for him. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Passes to Boucher. And he misses the fast break layup.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, you got to push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position, he is going to be all over the rim.
Here's Black. Here's Wagner. And finish off by Wagner.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Wagner. Here's Abaji. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Toronto ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping R.J. Barrett in the first half. He had 13 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what you see out there?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
Looking at Orlando, Shaq, your thoughts?
They really need to focus on finding quality shots. They can't create for themselves in the second half. Fades will only get worse. And I'm talking about the high percentage looks, not contested threes.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, R.J. Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Magic shooting a meager 37% for the game. And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick. And it's Vucevic in at the center filling out the middle. That bucket in no time at all. 6 points for Grady Dick.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
It's stolen by Barrett. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And the shot goes in. Barrett's got 15 points.
Well, this is R.J. Barrett having himself a big-time game. And he's beating the defense in so many ways right now.
Now here is Carter. Pass to Banchero. Harris with it. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Dick passes to Quickly. And here's Barnes for 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Barnes has gone 75% from the field. 6 baskets and 8 attempts. Now, here's Suggs. He has 6. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. It's good. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's Suggs. That one drops for him.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Toronto.
Quickly against Suggs. And it's quickly missing. And it's Harris with the ball for Orlando. That shot off the mark. Good D by Barnes. Barrett kicks to Quickly. Fires the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel Quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting in one season. He's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve, but it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that.
And Carter with the second chance points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Yeah, and Scotty Barnes has no hesitation in the way he's going about scoring the ball.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 8. Out to Carter. Launches a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Carter's got 9 points.
does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Here's Barnes. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Suggs passes to Carter. Barrett against Howard. Can't connect from short range. And it's the Raptors ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Barnes. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
All right, a chance to check out the stats with Paolo Banchero. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, putting up about 22 points per, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Now here is Harris, looking to end his cold spell, and it's good on the layup. 10 points for him.
And Harris just playing with the defense there. A sick dribble move, making that one look easy.
Here's Dick, and he banks in the layup.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Suggs. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Lays it up off the glass. Suggs has got 4 this quarter.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Here's Barnes. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Trying to make Barnes work for it, but defensively, you have to be disciplined.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out. They're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
A big-time scorer. Banchero with a deep bag. That's a great pump fake to get the defender in the air.
And he's good on the second.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
The drive by Barnes. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Anthony kicks to Carter. From 12 feet out. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 4 assists in the game.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Well, Barrett doing a good job. Defense really draped all over him on the inside, and he got creative to score there.
Anthony no one around, and they recover it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Toronto's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Walter, good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now, here's Suggs. 10 points for him. And Carter now, top of the key. Back to Suggs. Another shot. And it's Carter missing. Raptor shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Suggs passes to Carter. Anthony against Barrett. Anthony with room to shoot. Orlando gets it back. Banchero, the 7-footer falls. Banchero's got 11.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Well, Orlando shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Howard, the pass to Banchero. Back to Howard. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Barrett. Walter, good. Walter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Now here's Barnes. Cole Anthony unable to get his last shot to go in. The Magic shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA's 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect that guys are out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, D.A. Thank you.
You give Barnes any kind of opening, he's going to attack that rim.
Now Anthony, 8 points for him. Off target from outside.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And Carter with the basket on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 4 assists in the game. And there's the drive. Dick. Barnes left side. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Dick. Misses the 3. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Howard. Feeds it to Banchero. That shot off. Toronto's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Takes the 3. Dick can't get it to go.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Anthony's shot is off.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Anthony with it. He's got 8. Pass to Howard. Shoots it up. They get it back, and that one is good. Carter's got 11 points here in just the second half.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
And here's Barnes for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Barnes has got 33.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
That one falls.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
The pass to Dick. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a chance here to check out some stats for R.J. Barrett. For Orlando, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Howard taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Orlando making some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Banchero. And it's Anthony Black in for Suggs. Then for the Raptors, Chris Boucher's checked in for Barrett. Duncan Robinson comes in for Walter. And it's Payne in for Dick.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Pass to Boucher. To the wing right side. Payne kicks to Barnes. Boucher passes to Robinson. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Assist goes to Chris Boucher.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Howard. Here's Isaac. And Boucher sends it back. Ahead. And the dunk by Boucher.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
Here are the Magic now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Hardaway's checked in for Orlando. And the Raptors also making a change. Abaji's checked in. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Robinson, that's good.
Well, something Robinson is very good at, finding shots he wants to take at the three-point line.
And here is Hardaway. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Payne with 4 seconds on the clock. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for the Raptors. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Black. He's out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers. Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Now here's Payne. The pass to Boucher. The 3. They get it back. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Bitadze goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Payne's shot is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Black. Payne covering. Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
Here's Houston. Boucher with the rebound. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And that one's good. Abaji.
Like to see Payne just move the ball like that.
Magic have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Hardaway. Pass to De Silva. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
The Raptors making a switch here. Walters checked in. Now here's Payne. And the shot goes in.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Black. Outside Hardaway. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Passes it to Boucher. Payne looking around. Black grabs the board. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Houston. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Finished off the break.
They start that play with aggressive defense. Finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Raptors ball.
Here's Fernando. Yep, that one goes in there. Fernando's got 4 this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to Houston. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Payne grabs the board.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
The Magic have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. There's Bitadze. And there's the pass to Houston. The Magic again can't hit. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Orlando.
And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Friday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Washington Wizards.
And for that matchup with the 76ers, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Vucevic checked in for the Raptors. Brett, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Payne.
Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Payne can't hit. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Right wing. Down low. Hardaway with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Over to the wing. Here's Houston. Good on the three-point shot. Here's Payne. Pass to Boucher. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And he comes up with the deuce.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Here's De Silva. Boucher defending. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Orlando, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. To the middle, here's De Silva. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. De Silva's got 6 here in this quarter.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Magic have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And Orlando making a change here.
For your Magic, Mo Wagner, Jonathan Isaac, Jalen Suggs.
Brent, of all the things I can ask you, I've thought about this one. What would you say is the most important thing a team has to do to be an NBA champion?
Kevin, it's pretty simple. Accept your role. And when that happens, stars will be stars, and role players will be there to support the stars in any way they possibly can. But to accept your role and to sacrifice for the good of the team, it's going to give you a chance to hold that trophy.
And the shot's good from Boucher.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Now Suggs gets a very good look and converts. Abaji, the pass to Vucevic. 2 points. That one goes.
And the key for Vucevic is remaining aggressive. When he does that, this guy can dominate.
Now here's Hardaway. He's guarded closely. Looking to get it going. Tries again. Kept alive. Here's Isaac. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Sinks the triple. Walter's got 20.
Yeah, once again, he's getting it rolling. His confidence is building, makes that shot almost impossible to stop.
Suggs dishes to Black. Vucevic against Wagner. Up and in on the way.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Toronto's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Toronto.
Duncan Robinson.
Here's Black. Wagner outside. We've heard players and coaches complain, Brent, that the rules are too skewed in favor of the offense. You think that's true?
Well, Kevin, offense sells, and the fact that we've talked about how the league has increased pace, you don't really even have time to play defense in today's game. The one thing that I do like is that the league has allowed for some variance and some zone defense to start to be employed. So tactically, coaches are trying to throw different strategies out there, but man-to-man, man, it's hard.
And so here's Toronto. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range. Here's Vucevic. And again, Toronto with the triple.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. .158 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Suggs. Out left to the wing. Goes back up. Walter, good. Walter's got 16 here in the second half.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Here's Black. That one goes. Counted. Here's Payne. Pass to Walter. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Robinson for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Robinson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Raptors.
Great, generous ball movement tonight, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And reaching an impressive milestone on the year, this will be win number 60. And guys, they have played so well this season, I think pretty much any given night, they've come in with that swagger and attitude, and they've really backed it up.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Barnes.
This was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Hardaway, no good.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Walter can't get it to go. And it's the Magic's ball. Here's Suggs. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Pass to Walter. The shot from the low post is good.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Suggs with the ball. From the high post. No good on that one. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.